You're listening to Beyond the Chutes, presented by Parasite Systems. I'm Doug Simcox, and this stop on our Texas swing takes us to Sulphur Springs, home of the 2022 PBR World Champion, Daylon Swearingen. We caught up with Daylon and his dad, Sam, inside the old milking parlor turned bunkhouse on his ranch. It was a heartfelt, honest conversation about recovery, bull teams, and building a life around rodeo. And since this recording, Daylon's Carolina Cowboys went on to win the 2025 PBR Team Championship in Las Vegas, another gold buckle for the Swearingen family. We're proud he took the time to sit down with us. Let's head to Sulphur Springs.
When you get going too much.
Well, there ain't no stopping us, dude. There ain't no stopping us. Hey, we are sitting here at Daylon Swearingen's ranch in Sulphur Springs, Texas. He's probably about 15, 20 minutes from Interstate 30 up there. And what a great spread. You know, it was a dairy farm and all kinds of great facilities up here. As a matter of fact, we are sitting in the milking parlor right now. What was once the milking parlor, and Daylon, it's now a bunkhouse.
Oh yeah, no, it's a bunkhouse and still got the dairy history. I mean, Sulphur Springs used to be the dairy capital. It's since kind of moved on from there, but Sulphur Springs has a dairy museum and everything here. I mean, there's still a lot of huge, big dairy farms, but I've tried to take the dairy farm vibe away from this and make it a buck and bull ranch and horses and stuff like that, but still kind of keep a little bit of the feel, you know. That's why we're sitting here in the milking parlor.
I mean, we're up on a raised floor. There's a door over there. You go down about 4 steps, because we're sitting where the cows would have stood.
Yep.
Coming through the parlor.
Yep, I'm sitting over where the guys would have walked. Y'all are sitting where the cows would be walking.
And did you do all this work yourself?
No, my grandpa, he helped me put the floor in. Corey Atwell pretty much did everything. And then the 2 boys that helped me out, Wade and Wyatt, they did a lot. They didn't do as much in here, but Raymond helped me build the gym, and them 2 boys helped me build back there. I don't do much of the carpentry work. I'll do anything with metal, but anything with the carpentry, I guess I'm trapped inside, and I don't like being trapped inside.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
That's what it is? Well, this is gorgeous. I mean, in barn wood, right? Reclaimed barn wood on the walls, and barn tin, wainscoting kind of a thing, about 3 foot tall. Who helped you design it? It's beautiful.
It's just kind of the tin what come off the roof. And I just tried to use as much as I could so I didn't have to buy as much. I got a good deal on all the barn wood, bought kind of different colors for each room, and we just kind of, he kind of helped me design it a little bit, and then we just kind of started whipping it up and figuring it out.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Well, I just got a thought, we're in the parlor.
Yeah.
How many of them old dairy farmers would love to come sleep in this and say, whatever about them cows that they had to clean the parlor every day and do everything. That might be a new business, Come sleep where you fed the cows and milk them.
Absolutely. Airbnb business going on.
There you go. Right?
No, a lot of the people that I meet here in Sulphur Springs, they're like, oh yeah, I remember when a lot of them, I used to milk cows up there when I was a kid. And, well, it ain't a milking parlor anymore.
No.
But you can come hang out in it.
And then if you go back in through here, and we're sitting in, 20 by 20. It's a nice size room, and there's back numbers up across the top over here. We got Daylon, a cutout of Daylon over behind me, over my right shoulder here. Big screen TV. You got bedrooms back there. How many can sleep back there?
There's 1 bedroom, and then there's a bunk room, and it has 4 bunk beds in it.
So 4 bunk beds, 2 to a bed, kind of a thing. So 10, 12 guys, 18 guys?
I mean, we can sleep on the couch. We can sleep a little everywhere. Wherever they want to sleep, we can put them.
You've done that.
Yeah.
You've done that.
Yeah.
You've slept on the floor. I've seen it. I've seen it. Just give me a sleeping bag. So when did you buy the place?
Bought the place in 21, I believe. I was really gun shy on it. Mom and Dad kind of helped me get through, when it was about to close, I'm like, this might be a little too much, more than I could bite off. I was living in a camper in decab. Come to a house, and, it's been a lot of building, a lot of learning, I've learned a lot from here, and I'm thankful that I bit the bullet and bought it.
Yeah, and
especially right before the land went super high. Like
okay,
the next
Okay.
year, there's 60 acres that joins up in the way back. It was Dad was looking at buying it right during the PBR finals, and I just had too much going on. I couldn't worry about
What'd you
that.
have going on?
Yeah.
I don't understand.
I was just trying to win.
I asked him after it was over.
You did.
Yeah,
But-
it was still
but
a
it's
lot going
mental-
on.
It
After.
Right.
wasn't like, do I ask him what he drew in this round tonight, or do I ask him about the land? Was it something like that?
Yeah, no, he didn't bother me with it during, but right after, I mean, I was pretty just kind of worn out from the year,
Yeah.
and then teams was kicking. That whole deal was just
Yeah,
about to start,
yeah,
and it just wasn't something I wanted to take on at that moment. Looking back, I probably should have, but like that property went for the same amount as this property went for. This is 124 or 117 acres.
Okay.
And that went for the same amount.
60 went for the same.
Yeah.
Is
No
there
house, no nothing on it. Like land really went up a lot right during there. A lot of people were moving into Texas. So I'm thankful I got this place when I got it. And
they heard this New York kid was coming in, and they knew he was a high earner, and son of a gun, if a year later, it was high earnings, dude.
Yeah.
You had a great finals, and you had a great championship there, 2022.
Yeah. And I look forward to getting back there. I feel really good right now, and taking a little time off, and I think my goal is to win another championship, and
Okay.
hopefully next year I can help the Carolina Cowboys win one,
Yeah,
another one. They're
yeah.
gonna win one this year, but
You think good?
yeah, I think they got a good shot at it this year.
Yeah.
I think everybody's riding really good. I mean, we got young guys. It's been good to be around the young guys. Like I got a couple young guys here that help me, and we get in there and we work out. And Wade, he actually beat me up to the gym this morning. I fell back asleep, and he beat me up there. And Wade's one that comes in a little late to the workouts normally, and so it's like, let Wade down,
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
big time today.
Yeah.
But, they're hungry and ready to go. And same thing on the Carolina Cowboys, Clay Guyton, hungry, Ethan Winkler, hungry. And us, like me being an older guy, Cooper being an older guy, like Jess, like we feed off of that energy. And I think there's a really good mixture of young and old. Derek Cole, Baba, like we all kind of feed off of that energy, but then there's the older guys that kind of level it all out in the locker room, and I think they got a really good shot this year to win. I think Jess is riding really good now, and so that's huge for him. Glad to see him back,
Yeah.
firing on all cylinders,
Yeah.
and I know that these guys have been putting the work in, and they're ready to go.
Excellent. And this is your 4th year on the team,
Yep.
right? And you're one of the few that hasn't moved around.
Yeah,
They've been moving.
Me and Cooper, the only two that started in the original 7 guys, and the Carolinas definitely helped me throughout my whole career. Teams has been really good to have more access to doctors and stuff like that. The Dr. Tandy, he's always been great, but now we even have Austin Dillon having the NASCAR connections, and I get to go see some of those doctors.
Wow.
And that's been huge. And having a Sean Scott, our sports medicine guy, our own guy for our team, that's been really big for me.
Oh, that's neat. That's neat, having access to that expertise. Wasn't that long ago, you got a concussion, walk it off,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, so the concussions, like I've kind of struggled with that in my career. When I was younger, I got some, looking back. Now Wade got one here the other day. He got a concussion.
Oh, we did.
Yeah.
Okay.
He got knocked out here at the practice pen. And he's a tough guy, but the other day we were working and he got a headache. We sent him home after lunch.
Yeah.
And so now I look at it a lot different. Like it's not something to play around with. It's something you got to take seriously. And if you don't take it seriously now, you're going to have to take it way seriouser when you're older. And I've kind of learned that a little bit. But so I'm taking 3 months off, went and ran a bunch of tests and stuff like that. I'm still waiting on some of the tests to come back. They take like a month to come back because they do so much like diagnosing you with stuff like that. But my brain looks healthy and everything. I was just taking a lot of hits and then going out a little bit or coming back, and just had some stuff going with my vision and my ears, like having a steady ring. And so I went up to Connecticut, went up there twice. They did some tests, and the Dr. Alisi is the one Tandy sent me up there to see. He's a UFC, does a lot of stuff with Impact Sports. He just kind of told me to take 3 months, get in really good shape, and that's what I've been doing, working out and just trying to get back in where I need to be.
And man, having access to those kind of docs with that kind of expertise, and I'm understanding there's a whole network of these guys out there. I know Dale Jr., right? Dale Earnhardt Jr., when he went through it a few years ago, he worked with a doc out of Pittsburgh, I believe.
Yep. Dr. Collins, Carolina, sent me up there earlier this year. So in December, I took a month off. I took the whole month of December pretty much off, came back in New York City, felt really good in New York City. And so I think taking 3 months off, now I'm working a lot harder to get back to where I need to be. And I think it's just going to be really good for me in my career.
Is it just rest? How do you say working to get back? What, I mean, are you putting your feet up and just resting and eating bonbons all day? What are you doing?
Yeah, no. I'm working from sun up to sundown, from, like, we got a lot of cattle here and taking care of them. We'll normally start the day with working out in the mornings, about an hour and a half workout, then kind of, eat a good smoothie or breakfast or whatever it is, and then kind of get to work doing with whatever we need to kind of do here.
Yeah, yeah. And are there exercises, physical therapy, if you have your shoulder done or something that you work your way back through, coming off a concussion, is there protocols, physical therapy, exercises?
Oh, yeah, there's a lot. Kind of the first couple days after you get a concussion, you kind of take it easy, kind of keep the noise down, keep the screens, the lights, all that kind of at a lower level, the screen time, cut it to a minimum, and then kind of as you progress back up. So like with the PBR, it's pretty much like a rock concert, so you have a lot of lights and a lot of flashing lights. So, probably in December, I'll add more like lights into the workout. Like there's LED lights back there that go all kinds of colors, and I'll have those just kind of flashing kind of like strobe lights a little bit, but just to kind of make a more simulate like being at a bull riding with the lights and the loud noises. Like normally when I'm welding, I'm listening to music or something, kind of cut that out, and then I'll slowly start adding more stuff to go on in my head, and so I can handle that stuff better.
So when you're welding, no issue with the light from the welding?
Yeah, no. So I always wear a hood.
Yeah.
I've bought good hoods, and definitely don't like when I'm grinding or cutting. Like I've always just wore sunglasses, but now I'm wearing the hood all the time just to kind of keep the lights down. That stuff is bright, and it ain't good for your eyes. And
yeah.
So I'm trying to do all that. Also our team's owned by Poet, so it's owned by Richard Childers and Poet, and the Poet family, the Bruins have been super good, taking us to their doctors as well. So we flew to South Dakota, or North or South Dakota, wherever it is. North Dakota, I think. Maybe South Dakota. But anyways.
the Dakotas.
Yeah, the Dakotas. We went up there and met with them, and they ran a lot of tests, and a lot of those tests were really good, like on what we're eating, what our body's processing.
Nice.
But like with the workouts, it's a lot of like head stuff, a lot of movement, a lot of jumping around, like keeping the brain kind of like bouncing back and forth. And then so like when I do get into the bull riding, your head's always flinging around.
Yeah.
I've been working on strengthening my neck up a lot, kind of having a wrestling background. You have a strong neck, it keeps a lot of stuff. Like the other day when Wade got knocked out, he just landed on his back wrong and got knocked out from that whip. Now, if he's been working out a little bit more.
Stronger neck,
and we might be able to reduce that down a little bit.
Wow.
So just little things like that, everything kind of comes into effect.
Yeah. And the helmets, right? The helmet's got to help a bunch.
Oh, yeah. The helmet does help a bunch, but another day, in Wade's case, it didn't help him because he had that extra weight, where he couldn't support that weight.
I see.
I think helmets help a bunch, if you're taking the impact as a physical hit, if you're just hitting the ground and going out like I've done a few times, that's where the helmet kind of hinders a bit because it is more weight and you're looking through little bars and stuff like that. So little things like that, wearing good mouth guards. There's so much technology that's went into the mouthpieces.
Really?
Mouthpieces help from getting concussions. And Wade, he's forgot his a bunch. He already broke his jaw a couple times. And the other day when he got knocked out, he clamped down. And, I tried taking his mouthpiece out, but he was so clamped down.
Really?
And so if he wouldn't have had that, probably would have been worse because he would have been clamping down even harder.
Yeah.
So little things like that.
But the mouth guard helps, in the
Taking
hits?
the impact.
Okay.
When you bite down on it, you're not going, you have a little cushion and you're not going to bite down on your tongue or anything like that.
And you always ride in a mouth guard?
Yeah, so I used to not. And actually at the high school finals, they make you wear a mouth guard. They check it right before. Well, one time at the high school finals, I didn't have a mouth guard, and I had to borrow somebody's. I can't quite remember. It was
borrowed somebody's mouth guard?
Yeah, I can't remember what it was, but it was something. Or I ran back to my gear bag. Somebody ran back to get it or something.
Yeah.
I had it.
Yeah.
But when I was younger, I just never really wore it. But now they make mouth guards where you can still kind of talk. I mean, you still got to talk in the buck and shoot.
Yeah, yeah.
You got to talk to the guys that are helping you move them bulls around and when it's your turn and stuff like that. And so kind of just, it's a learning game,
Yeah. And even though you're not riding,
yeah,
no practice, no nothing.
No, nothing.
And you're when do you think you might ease back in? What do they think?
I'm hoping the first or second week of December.
Okay.
It's kind of what I'm hoping. I'll go see Dr. Alessi again.
Yeah.
Kind of talk with him, let him know how I'm feeling and everything. And he was saying I'd meet with him and then we'll kind of make a plan from there.
So will we see you at the team finals in Vegas?
Oh yeah, I'll be there supporting the Carolina Cowboys. Won't be riding, but I'll still be back there doing anything that I can do to help them do their best.
And then you're going to get ready for UTB?
Yep. And so that's the plan is just November's pretty busy around here, getting married and everything, and then...
Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you.
Miss Sierra.
Yep, Miss Sierra.
Nice.
And so after all that kind of settles, which I'm working to be back in the UTBs right in the beginning, but if I miss one or two, I'm good with that, and just coming back strong and riding good.
Now, let me ask you a question, Daylon. You're the world champion, and you're not riding now. But for these young kids out there, if you're doing what you're doing, you're around the situation, you're thinking about what you want to do, how you're going to do better, does that seem to help you ride and get the hunger to do it again? Does that help you when you come back?
Oh, yeah, for sure. We still buck bulls here about once a week, and sometimes when them boys fall off a good one and stuff like that, and even when they ride a good one, it's that hunger that these two young boys that work here and stuff, I feed off of that, and it helps me. I've worked out my whole life by myself, and now I work out with them two, and I got to lead by example. And so me showing up a little later today wasn't leading by example, but I still kicked his butt in the workout, pushed harder, and so that's what I'm going to continue to do, and it helps me to kind of have that hunger back. I'm around bulls all the time, and I'd love to be going right now. I had a bunch of bull teams planned out that I was going to ride at, get good practice in before UTB. Now I'm kind of finding riders and stuff like that, and that's a tough deal. But
let's go there. Let's go. So we've talked about the Carolina Cowboys and go Carolina, right?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Let's talk the bull teams. Now this is brand new for a lot of our listeners, right? Your dad and I messed around in a little bit.
Yeah.
And we learned a lot.
Yeah.
Sometimes you earn something, sometimes you learn something.
Oh,
right?
yeah, for sure.
Well, we did okay. We got out before we got burnt too bad.
Yeah. If we'd have got out at that first event, we'd have been
good. Would have been good. But now, there's a lot of money in the bull teams. I think for young riders, it helps them progress. You look at John Crimber, how good he's riding. Since he was probably 16 to 18, he was bull teaming every week. He made a good living. He made 60 to 100,000 going to bull teams for people.
For riding. So let's back up, Daylon.
Yeah.
Let's back up. What are bull teams?
So bull teams are a way for the stock contractors to gamble. It's a gamble at the end of the day. You're gambling. So there's a couple different styles of bull teams. There's the bull teams that you bring the rider and you match them to the rider.
And how many bulls make a team?
On average, they're normally 2. There's some that are 3 and then a short round. The PBR's $1 Million Bull Team is the series that'll start up in December. And it'll go all the way to the Velocity Finals. The Velocity Finals will be the finals for the guys. It'll also be the finals for the bulls and the stock contractors. They take the top 22 teams there. And last year, we were the second high money earners going into the finals. We didn't have the best finals we wanted. I think we ended up 3rd or 4th in the overall. We had a bad first day. But anyways, back to what the bull teams are. The bull teams are, you want them to ride the bulls as far as they can get. So it's all debating on what the other teams are bringing, what the caliber of bulls are, and you got to kind of play with the game. When you're picking riders, you're expecting them to ride them at least 6 seconds. You're picking something that they're going to ride, so you're getting that bull score. So say they mark that bull a 42, and then the guy rides them for 6 seconds, that bull's a 48.
So the 42 from the bull plus 6 seconds of
yep.
points.
Yep.
Got it.
The seconds goes into that calculations. You got 2 of them. You get two scores on the board, you're normally making the pay window. There's the BTOs have done a great job with...
BTO is?
Bull teams only.
Okay.
I think they've done a great job of both showing the bull teams and bringing the best riders. So those events, they pay $50,000 to win. You got to have 2 rides there, though, because they do an 8-point bonus if you get both bulls rode.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So you get the 8 seconds on top of that bull score, but then if you get them both rode, you get another 8. And so if you don't get 2 rode, you're pretty much out of it.
Okay.
Unless it's a pretty rough day for the bull riders.
Now, are you, and I'm understanding you either go recruit your own bull riders, right, that you bring with you.
Yep.
Or sometimes they can be drawn at random like a normal bull riding.
Yeah, and so like all the $1 Million Bull teams, those are conjunction with the Velocity Tour. All those are drawn. So you're just hoping you get a good rider.
Yeah.
And you're hoping you got a bull that fits them.
Yeah.
Gucci Time, he's been a great bull for the bull teams. He's been a great bull for me. I've gotten on him for practice. Jess has got on him for practice. Coop's got on him for practice. When I say practice, they got on him at a bull team. They both won second or third on him. He's a good, honest bull. A lot of the bulls that I have here are bull teams that work at bull teams, or I'm hoping they're going to work. They're younger bulls kind of coming into it.
Everything you got here is headed towards a bull team, hopefully.
For the most part, I'm still raising some bulls, and some bulls are still, they could go either direction. I got a handful of bulls out there that I've just raised, and they're not really bull teams, but they're going to go on to go do something. I love the bull industry and love the bucking bulls, and hopefully I get some calves that I can play with the Futurities and stuff like that. But, we've sold 2 bulls this year that'll be at the team finals this week in Vegas. I partnered with a bull with Drew Feezer. That bull is owned by Premier Livestock and Rafter G Rodeo Company. LJ Jenkins owns him, or hauls him. That's a young bull, 3-year-old bull. He'll be there this week. They call him Hermie now. We called him Bulldozer. It'll be interesting to see what that young bull does out there. Sage rode him earlier this year for 88. Then I sold another bull to Blake Sharp, Sunrise. He was just, both of these 2 bulls were too good for me at the bull teams. I tried using them. I thought they'd be good bull teams, but I just can't get the right riders on them.
Too good of a bull.
Too good.
You don't want a 46-point bull.
Unless you can ride him.
Unless you got a rider that's going to ride them 3 or 4 seconds, then you still got a high score.
I see. Yeah. That makes sense.
So it's not like bringing the lowest bull. It's all about finding that bull that fits the guy, or most guys should be able to ride. Gucci time, if you got a bull rope, you're supposed to ride him.
Okay.
He feels good. He picks you up. He stands good. He's built good. You know, everything about him is what a bull rider should dream of every night. You know, some of the other bulls are a little tougher, but they buck a little bit, and you should still ride them a good little bit. And it's just all about figuring out the riders that can ride them. Grayson Cole, my good buddy, he goes
Pennsylvania.
Yep, Pennsylvania. He's been going to a bunch of bull teams with me.
And he rides your stuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So how does that go? As this gets more developed, I gotta believe people are contracting, saying he's my guy, leave him alone. He only rides my stuff. Is that such a thing?
Oh yeah. Like there's stock contractors that have these guys locked down. They're giving them a good percentage of the bull team's winnings, and they're also competing for their own pot. So when we pay the entry fees for the bull team, it's normally right around $2,000 to $5,000, but we'll also pay the riders entry fees. And you know, if them guys do good for me, I give them a percentage, and we roll on that way. And I think it's really good for building bull riders, just because they're getting on good bulls that they're supposed to ride. They're not getting on 2 rank of bulls most of the time, and they're supposed to ride them. They're supposed to bear down and do their job.
And you're always on the lookout for bull riders, right? I mean,
Yep.
You're recruiting,
Yeah.
right? So you're mentoring these guys. They get to come out here and practice on the same bull they're going to go ride in the team
Yep.
event.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so the other day we bucked a couple bulls, and VT came out and got on a bull.
VT.
Avantis, I'm not sure his last name.
I
Maybe
see.
Williams.
T-
But he
VT.
rode a really good bull away from his hand, you know, and it was good to see that. Like, I mean, he's just had so much control. It was good for me, for one, because I struggle away from my hand, and he rode it really easy away from his hand. It was pretty much good for everybody that was there to kind of see his form, his style, and he rode the bull. And now we're going to go to a bull team November 2nd and hopefully win some money.
There you go.
And, yeah.
Yeah, and that was an outstanding ride. I mean, probably 87, 88 points
Yeah.
was just, and he rode them dead easy. But me being the old contractor personnel, I'm thinking, okay, well, I'm hearing all this stuff, and I'm thinking, we are going to get into another business. Maybe the 3 of us, maybe the 2 of us. But what a way to promote good watching.
Yeah.
I mean, what
yeah.
a show you could put
Yeah.
on, and the price isn't going to be as high, Doug, because
Yeah.
they're bringing them to you.
Yes. Yes.
So, hey, new production company.
There you
Think
go.
about it.
There
Think
you go.
about
There
it.
you
Okay,
go.
go on.
And I think a lot of guys like the BTOs, they've done a great job of production on both sides, showing the bulls, showing the shop contractors. They show the ride score, then they show the bulls score to go into the teams. And I think it's just been another market for bulls, you know. But it's also hurt guys like me that want to go buy good practice bulls. A
Really?
good practice bull is a
Price
good bull
is
team
going
bull.
up, right? Price
Yeah.
is going up.
So now they're making a lot of money with these bulls. So now good practice bulls have went up. It's been good for the bull market. It's been really good for the bull market.
And lots of partnerships because of the price of the bulls. You need partners to roll.
Yeah. You definitely need partners to do this. I mean, it's a game. It's a gambling game at the end of the day.
Kind of like horse racing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay. And you're a gambler?
I gamble with these bulls now.
Do you?
Yeah.
And it feels good. You like that?
Yeah, I mean, I'm feeding these bulls. I love feeding them.
Yeah.
And I love taking them to an event and them doing their job and then coming back and loving on them. And, you know, these
what?
bulls.
Loving on a bull?
Yeah. Yeah, after I showed you around the other day,
Yeah.
me and Dad, we went out to feed, and I was showing him, yeah, Gucci's not mean. Like, I was in the pen petting him. Like, but Gucci, he's a bull that, like, when it's time to go, when he knows when that trailer's backed up and you're taking him right up that lane, he's going to, like,
Yeah.
he normally comes at me one time to say, hey, I'm in charge, but I'm going to go on the trailer because I want to.
That's right. And you're like, all cool.
All right, cool, man. Go get up there.
And what's impressed me is the operation here. You're set up to handle bulls, and bulls are hard on stuff.
Oh yeah, bulls are hard on stuff. This past week we were working over at Grayson's building pins that these bulls won't be able to get out of. That's kind of like, it's helped me in my welding a lot. Just building all this. Welders are expensive, and so I do a lot of the welding around here. Both these boys are good welders, but there's always a lot of welding. You weld it up right one time, and they ain't gonna mess with it.
There you go.
Build it up sturdy.
and it's all oil field pipe and sucker rod, they call it.
Yep. I don't really do a lot with the sucker rod just because it's pretty hard to get, like when them bulls go to hitting it and stuff. Even when you put a good weld on it, it's really tough. It'll take and break a weld just because of the way that sucker rod is.
Okay.
But a lot of oil field pipe, there's a lot of oil field pipe in Texas, and you can get it reasonable, and then just a lot of work. A lot of cutting, a lot of saddling, and a lot of welding.
And in the bull industry, once they learn they can get through it, it's very difficult to keep them in. So if you know from the start, like I seen in the back pens with that little bull you call what, slow dance?
Oh yeah.
He learned he can go through a gate. And you better be good and solid. One of the first things I told Daylon, infrastructure.
Yeah.
Infrastructure.
Oh man.
Yeah.
And we're going to go preg check some cows right after this is over. We might leave you mic'd up while we're doing it. But he's got, how would you describe that? I mean, you got push gates, you got everything, right?
Yeah, you got to sort the calves off that are on there. We got to kind of pair. There's like 45 cows out there. We got to pair them to their moms. Some of them are paired. Me and Sierra did a pretty good job when we were here. But then once them calves get a little older, they're pretty wild, and it's hard to catch them. So if you catch them right when they're first born, you can put a tag in them, put it to the mom. And that's what we did. But as we got busy with bull riding and everything, we were gone for a week, gone for here and there. Once them calves get about week 4 or 5 days old, they're not leaving that mama, and them mamas are mean already.
Yeah, yeah.
And now you're just out there chasing them, and so now we got to tag all the calves. We'll hold all them calves up for the night, and then kick them back out in the morning, and then turn them out in small groups, and then pair them to the moms. They'll be hungry tomorrow and be ready.
Yeah.
Pair them up.
Pair them up. And speaking of that, getting busy with bull riding and all that stuff, how has this affected your week? I mean, typically, and I know you have some downtime between teams and UTB and vice versa, but how's this affected your week? I mean, usually it's Wednesday, like, got to start getting packed, got to start getting ready to go.
Yeah, I mean, my gear bag's always packed up and ready to go. I know how that thing's packed in there. Other than that, it's taking clothes to the dry cleaner. And
Yeah.
I fly out the same day to the events, so I
you
fly
do?
out normally on a Friday, come back normally on a Sunday. So I miss a couple days, but, Mondays are kind of slower here. Mondays nowadays have been a little busier just because I haven't been going and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So you can take on a little bit more, but that's something I've learned as my career's kind of went, knowing what I can take on and what I can't take on.
Yeah.
Everything's pretty simple here. I've tried to make it as simple as I can. To when I'm not here, they can feed. If I don't want to have a busy day, I run through there and feed. Feeding takes about an hour, and everything stays pretty good.
And everything stays pretty good. Excellent. And of course, I'm wearing my Cross 33 cattle hat.
Yep.
You like that?
Oh yeah.
You notice the brim is not flat.
Yeah. But it's got a nice curve to it. I like that. That's where I wear mine. I don't want it flat, but I ain't want it circled around where the sun's still hitting me on the sides.
You do want a little sun.
Little.
But I thought you was the flat bill guy because I put it on and it kind of just poked me in the forehead and just kind of stood out straight. And I'm like, that's not even comfortable.
Yeah.
So
you got to shape it to your head.
I did.
And that looks good.
Didn't I? Yeah. Well, I appreciate that. Yeah. And you talked futurities. Another angle, we got bull teams. Of course, your competition, you competing yourself. You got futurities. What's that about?
So we start these yearling bulls with dummies and everything, and it kind of teaches them that dummy's on a remote. So that bull turns back one or two. Say the first time you buck him, he goes 5 out there and then turns back. You click it, he kind of learns, oh, the quicker I turn back, the quicker I get this dummy off me. Just a good way to kind of teach them. I mean, it's just like the race horses and those futurities. Them bulls are competing for a lot of money. These bulls are competing for money, from the time they're yearlings to the time they're 5-year-olds in futurities. They wear the futurity, the little box, weighs 10 pounds. It doesn't shock them or do anything like that, like some people think, And then when that dummy comes off, the flank comes off as well. So in the futurities, they wear it for 4 seconds, 6 seconds, just depending on the level. They'll wear that dummy till they're 2-year-olds, and then 3-year-olds, they still have some competitions with dummies, but most of them are going to be getting riders.
Okay.
And then 3, 4, and 5, they're competing as derby bulls.
Still the futurity at 3, 4, and 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
5, they just moved it up this year to 5-year-olds, so it gives you more time to play with those bulls. Some of these bulls, they're so athletic now, but they're a little smaller on the side, so you can't compete with a bull till he's 5 because he has to fill out and get a little bigger.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And 5-year-old, that used to be when they were in their prime. When I was using bulls, I always figured 5 to 6 was the best time, and from there they started going the other way. I guess with feeding and working them out, keeping them in shape, it's probably, 7 or 8 is the prime? What?
Oh, yeah, I think 5, 6, 7, 8 is 5, 6, 7. Like Gucci Time is a 19 model, so he's going to be 7 this year, right?
He's 6 right now.
Yeah, 6 right now, so he'll be 7. That bull's still feeling really good. Same thing with Savage Love. I think it's all about, Smooth Operator won it when I think he was 7 or 8, won a world championship. And I think it's just about how these bulls are taken care of. And, they're treated like athletes. Them bulls work out. That's why we got the sand pile back there. They can go dig in and stuff like that. Just kind of knowing what the bull needs and stuff like that. But like a good bull team bull is hard because like Gucci Time, he probably had 20 outs last year and was rode 15 times. And he loves it, But it takes a good bull to keep turning back and not get a trick to say, oh, they're riding me, I need to jump out of it and go the other way, or just jump out of it from the get-go,
Yeah.
And before that, he was a practice bull for me, and so, it's been cool to kind of learn. It's definitely a learning deal.
I'll bet. And if a guy was interested in this, get a hold of you. You always got room for partners?
Oh, yeah, I always got room for partners. I'm already taking bull teams for me. Now we got 2 teams going in the $1 Million Velocity. My Uncle Kenny has a team going, and so we did good last year with them, and I look forward to doing.
How many teams can you haul in your trailer?
In my trailer right now, I can haul 3 teams probably.
Okay.
But as I go, I can always get a bigger trailer.
Bigger trailers fit more bulls.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
And you're going anyway, folks. So come have fun with it.
Come have fun with it. Anybody that if you own part of a horse.
Yep.
Right, a lot of these folks that you can buy in pretty reasonably on a horse.
Yep.
Your horse is running.
Yep.
So why not come and see your bull buck?
Yeah. You can come here, stay in the bunkhouse, go out and feed them, pet them, love on them.
Work out.
This is what you got. Work out. Yeah, we can work out.
Could they fire up the sawmiser? Could we get over there on the sawmill?
They ain't probably want to do that, but
they're welcome too, huh?
As long as you don't mind dogs barking, my dogs are kind of parked right over here.
Right.
But that keeps the boys when they stay in here.
Okay.
When I get up, them dogs let them know that I'm up.
Okay.
And they hear me,
That's
and
instead
then hopefully they come out.
No chickens, dogs.
No chicken dogs.
Are you working the dogs a lot? Are you doing anything, competitions or anything with them?
No really competitions, but the dogs help out tremendously working these bulls, working the cows. Once they kind of get dog broke, it's so much easier to kind of, them cattle learn the pressure. Them dogs kind of give them pressure when they need to and take away the pressure, and so they know to go away from them dogs.
Yeah.
Them dogs are so smart, and I got 3 puppies right now, and they're going really good, and
nice.
I look forward to seeing those puppies.
Yeah.
And the dog has been huge. Like most of the pastures, like the bulls, like the cows, we need to saddle up horses, but most of the pastures with bulls, like I can send a dog around them.
That is so cool.
And stand at the gate, and they're gonna bring them.
Isn't that? In the old days, your dad. I remember this. You know, like in 80 acres, he'd say, "Go get them, Daylon."
Yeah.
And you'd jog out there, and you'd get around, and he'd say, "Get around, get around."
Yeah, that's what I first got a dog is. Dad was always so against dogs.
Oh.
But then when I got a good dog from Jerome and Tiffany, and it really changed. We used it to track stock at the rodeos. We used it. I mean, Sassy. I still got her, and I mean, she still works good.
Good looking dog.
I
Looks
tell you,
great.
Yeah.
I was wrong.
What?
I
What?
was wrong.
Wrong?
Completely wrong. Because every dog that ever came around my place, it was no good. They'd chase them the wrong way. And
Yeah.
I just did not want dogs there. And he made a believer out of me.
That's cool.
It's amazing.
That's cool.
A good dog is good. Bad dog is a pain in the butt.
That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. So you got a lot of stuff going. You got this new venture you're headed off to, and thank you for the samples you gave me.
Yep.
I'm just going to say it. Swearingen 8-second jerky.
Yep.
Oh, my goodness, dude. It was prime rib. There was goo. There was salt pepper and garlic. There's the heart. And I hear tell there's a liver jerky.
Yeah. Those ones are kind of a little different than the jerkies you're normally trying, but I mean, heart's my favorite. I really like beef liver. I mean, it's really, really good for you. And they only got 3 ingredients: the liver and the heart. There's 3 ingredients in them. I think, that's something that the United States has kind of struggled with. Putting a lot of stuff into things.
Put a lot of stuff into it.
And so, like, as I kind of getting older, and like when in the beginning I thought, you could eat anything, do anything, and feel the same.
Yeah.
Well, now you got to watch what goes into your body, and
Absolutely.
everything that goes into your body affects you in a way. Your body's going to use it or it's not going to use it. And so the less I can put into my body, but still get the nutrition, that's what I want to do.
Yep.
And so that's kind of why I really like the beef and the liver. The liver, will have. I got a little burnout on it because I was eating it like every day. Now I have a bag every week or so. It's definitely, if you love liver, you're going to love it.
Really?
But if you don't really like liver, I wouldn't even try it.
Wouldn't even try it.
Because you got to love it.
Gotta love it.
But it's been a cool venture. And hopefully after the wedding, we can kind of get everything going. And kind of got things started. Now we just kind of got to follow through with them a little bit once things slow down. And
So once the wedding's over and you get everything set up, you're going to let us know so we can start talking about it and let people know how to get it?
Yeah. I mean, we got the Shopify set up. We just need to get a couple more things done on it.
Nice.
And
nice.
Sierra helped me design the logo and everything like that.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to be good when we get her going.
Yeah. Well, I may need a couple cases of that sample stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can do that.
Okay. Well, we got to preg check some cows, man.
Yeah.
You always got stuff going.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
Any final words?
No, I'm just thanks for having me on today, and I enjoyed talking.
Well, thanks for having us at your house here. Yeah. Is this? Did I understand this right? First time ever a podcast has been recorded in your bunkhouse.
Yep, first one in the bunkhouse.
Can we get a banner up or something like that?
Yeah, we should. Right in the back.
Yeah, a BTC banner.
Picture, yep.
Can we get a BTC banner?
Yeah.
Okay. We're gonna go to work on that.
Yeah.
All right, man.
Yeah, and I'd just like to say, maybe I'm biased, but coming here this time, the work that he's put into this place, I'm so proud of him. And everything that has changed, he's got visions that he said, I want to do this here, and then he's changed it 3 or 4 times, what he finished, what he was okay, and then went, and now it's set up fantastic. The infrastructure is great.
Yeah.
He was too cheap to buy the equipment that came with the place.
Yeah.
So, but I think he's seen, well, that goes with this place, so he ended up with it after all. So it's just amazing the difference from the horse barn he put in, and I'm totally shocked on how nice this place looks.
Absolutely, it looks gorgeous, and still we're sitting in a milking parlor.
Yeah, we can. If you need something welded, you let us know, and we'll get to building it.
I like that.
We like building. And
How can they get a hold of you? And don't forget your Facebook, your Instagram. How can they find you?
yeah, if Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Cross33 Cattle, if you want to see more about the cattle. I don't personally have a TikTok, so if you see a Daylon Swearingen TikTok, you can just go ahead and report it, because there is somebody out there
It's counterfeit.
that pretends that they're Daylon Swearingen. He does share a lot, but he does talk to a lot of ladies on there, and they think they're talking to Daylon Swearingen.
Oh, no.
Tried to put a close to it, but
Oh, no. This is a real thing.
this is a real thing. I've talked to him before on FaceTime, and it was a picture of me. Like, AI is crazy. So, with that being said, watch
Wow.
your sources. But we do have a Cross33 TikTok. That's my only TikTok platform. Daylon Swearingen on Facebook and
Yeah.
With
Instagram.
fame, dude.
Yeah.
With fame.
You know, there's not a lot of Daylons in the world. There is some.
Yeah, yeah.
And there's not a lot of Swearingens.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that if it's not
Yeah.
personally him, I don't think there's
Yeah.
another Daylon Swearingen out there.
Yeah.
It's not like Joe Smith.
Right, right.
but here in Sulphur Springs, I've met 2 other Daylons. One of them lives right up the road, and I've met him. The other one works at the Fix and Feed. I've met him. It's crazy. Like, move here, never heard the name Daylon. Now I move here, and I got a neighbor right up the road that's named Daylon, and one that works at the Fix and Feed.
Well, I'd be remiss as we wrap up here if I didn't say, looks like you're rocking that stash.
Yeah. Yep. The stash from the beginning was I needed to lose a little weight. So I said, all right, I'm going to grow a mustache because it looked like crap in the beginning. And I'm going to keep the mustache until I get to the weight I want.
Yeah.
I've stayed true to keeping it till the weight I want because I ain't got there yet.
Yeah.
But now I might keep it, but I'm definitely going to get to the weight I want before the UTB season, and it'll be good.
So exciting. I mean, it's got to be good for you. I get the recovery from the concussion, but man, you must be physically just healed up absolutely everywhere else.
Yeah, I feel really good. My ankle still bothers me a little bit. I got on a practice bowl here a couple weeks ago, probably a month ago or 2, and he twisted my ankle. My ankle still gets a little sore. My big toe, just bumps.
What
and
happened to your
bruises.
big toe?
When I got in a motorcycle wreck, and
I think we talked about
and that thing, it reminds me how dumb I was to have motorcycles. Every time after the end of the day, that's the first thing that I'm going to feel,
Yeah.
I still can't bend it or anything, but, I mean, it healed up good, and I wear good shoes. I wear my Brunt boots around here.
Yeah.
And,
You still got a toe.
yep, still got a toe. Still got my big toe. Good thing, because I need that balance.
I was going to say, you lose balance if you lose your big toe.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
And your feet haven't been good from the start.
Yeah, no,
You
I
know,
broke.
you've had a lot of things go wrong with your feet.
Yeah, broken 4 of the metatarsals, had a surgery on that side. Broke the other side, same deal. Broke 3 of the metatarsals over there, no surgery on that side. But I definitely ain't going to be a foot model.
No.
And
No.
my feet ain't models, for sure.
Oh, golly, that reminds me. The big topic. Thank you for saying model.
Yeah.
Tell us about the movie. We saw it. It was excellent.
Yeah, the movie was a really cool experience. I learned a lot. Was with a lot of really cool actors, big-time producers. I thought it was a great movie. It was very heartfelt and kind of what everybody needs to go see if they haven't went and seen it. I think it's about faith, about getting back to the roots of things, and I think that's what this country needs, is to kind of get back to the roots of things.
Absolutely, I agree. And when I watched it, and I've known you a long time, and I've seen you in a lot of different kind of situations, but I never heard you talk like that to anybody.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, no, they definitely wanted me to be a character that I definitely wasn't my forte for, but definitely they shaped me into the person that I kind of needed to be. At the end of it, it was quick. I was quick to judge in the movie that I was cocky, kind of arrogant,
Yes.
and then once I figured out what was wrong, I was in the wrong, and
I loved it.
he was trying to make money to
Save his grandkid.
save his grandkid.
That was absolutely perfect. And the experience. I mean, you had to learn your lines. Or you had to show up knowing your lines, right?
Oh yeah, no, it was. I'm not a good reader, So my mom read the whole script to me, so I knew the story and everything, because there's a lot of reading. She played every part in different characters, and then helped me learn my lines. And, it was a learning curve from the get-go. It was really cool to work with Neil and see how he works with everybody. I learned a lot from Gabriel, who plays Bruno Lockwood in the movie. But it was a really cool experience. I learned a lot. And I hope if y'all haven't went and seen it, y'all go watch it.
You have to. You have to. We went and saw it in the movie theater. Perfect way to see this now.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it was cool.
Yeah.
And you say you're not a good reader, but your mom is so excellent. When she reads to somebody, she puts emphasis in the right place.
I see.
When you listen to her read, it's incredible.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
So she must have, she could have acted. She is great like that.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
No, it was very good.
So, going to do another? Hollywood come calling? You going to do another?
I like to work. I'd rather do building some fence. Or
Really?
hauling some bulls somewhere.
Really?
But, hey, if it ever came about,
Yeah.
I'd be ready. And
Hollywood?
I would do it a little different.
Yeah.
And I learned
Yeah.
a lot the first time, and I feel like I'd do better the second time.
Excellent. Covered a lot of ground, dude.
A lot of the ground.
What haven't we talked about? What else? Any big
think we
news?
Talked about it all.
I think you did good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He wants to talk about preg checking cows now.
We got to go preg check cows. Okay. All right. Well, we appreciate your time.
Yep.
And beautiful place you got here. This is Daylon Swearingen, 2022 PBR Bull Riding Champion. He's only about, as I learned the other day, only about 2 hours, hour and a half from where he won it all, right there in Fort Worth. Daylon, thanks for being on the show.
Oh, yeah. Thank you for having me on.
Well, thanks for doing this with us, Daylon, and look forward to next time.
Absolutely. Be safe. That's it for this episode of Beyond the Chutes. Thanks for coming along with us. We're proud to be supported by Parasite System. Parasite is helping clinics catch problems early with fast, accurate diagnostics. Learn more at parasitesystem.com. We're also brought to you by Simcox & Company, a 4-generation barbershop in Cedar Falls, Iowa. Want to look sharp? Walk in and see Deb, Tom, Eli, or Troy. No appointment is needed. You can find them at Simcox & Company on Facebook.
Ready to hit the open road? Join the Wandering Gypsy RV Life podcast for real stories, RV tips, and travel adventures from behind the wheel of Birdie B. Subscribe now wherever you get your podcasts.
And for music that travels well, stream Nicky McLeod's albums, Prepaid and Some Kind of Reckless. Available now wherever you find your music. And before we go, a special mention of Liesl Harris, This Ain't My Last Rodeo. Great short stories and memories told by one of the most beloved figures in rodeo history. It's laughter, legacy, and pure Liesl. Pick it up now on Amazon. And a new book is coming this fall. It's called World Toughest Rodeo, How One Cowboy Blazed a Trail for Western Sports. It's going to be released November 11th, 2025 by W. Brand Publishing. It's an in-depth dive into how Steve Gander went from meager beginnings on a small family farm to building a brand that still rides strong 45 years later. A story of vision, grit, and the spirit of rodeo. This has been a BTC production. Until next time, thank you for listening.